Hello students, welcome to all of you Shiksha 360. Today we have to discuss the chapter number 6 part 1, that is ethics at the organizational level. Clear? Very important for the examination point of view. Definitely you will get 2 to 3 questions from that portion. Very short topic, just 15 to 20 minutes topic that help you to score 2 marks, at least 1 or 2 marks in the examination. So now let's start our discussion regarding that is ethics at the organizational level. The customer basically being the backbone of the banking business. It is essential that the both the parties clear. It is essential that both parties basically what is the meaning of that? That the customer and the bank understand all the ethical dimensions in conducting the banking activities. Clear understanding all the dimensions basically in conducting the banking activities to be here. Customers can be of various types, including the individuals. Individuals, basically, what type of individual basically comes under that? That is salaried, retired, high net worth individuals, semi-literate or illiterate. HUF also, firms also, companies also, trusts, clubs, locals, authorities, cooperative societies, non-resident individuals, or Indians, etc. Okay, so all these are the different types of the categories. Either it is to be the individual category or to be the firm or in the form of the organization. Okay. Now further, customers open different types of the accounts and conduct their banking activities with the bank. Clear? So as per their requirement, clear customers can open the different types of the account and they can do their banking activities. Clear, and they can do their banking activities as per their requirement. So ethical dimension basically refer to the conduct of the business. Clear. So what is the ethical dimension? Basically, ethical dimension basically refer to the conduct of the business in line with the prescribed code of conduct, clear, or as per the guidelines of the respective profession. Clear. Basically, they have to be conduct of business in line with the prescribed code of conduct of the respective profession to be here. How? So, for instance, code of bank's commitment to the customers. Clear. Code of bank's commitments to the customer. It is prepared by the BCSBA, that is Banking Code and Standards Board of India. Clear, it is to be prepared by the Banking Codes and Standard Board of India and independent industry watchdog. Clear, and independent industry watchdog to protect the interest of the consumers of the banking services in India. Clear, to protect the interest of the consumers of the banking services in India. Likewise, Fair Practices Code for the lenders is introduced by the Reserve Bank of India. Clear, likewise, basically Fair Practices Code. Clear, Fair Practices Code for the lenders. It is introduced by the Reserve Bank of India, the regulator. We lays down the processes of conducting the ethical business. Clear, lays down the processes of conducting the ethical business practices while giving the loans. Starting from the account opening to the end of the closing the account. Clear, starting from the account opening to the end of the closing the account, the life cycle of the customer relationship with any bank, it is to be covered by the code of ethics led down by the management of the bank in line with the regulatory framework. Clear, in line with the regulatory framework to be held. Clear. So likewise, the fair practices code for the lenders, it is introduced. Clear, it is to be introduced by the Reserve Bank of India, that is the regulator, lays down the processes of conducting the ethical business practices while giving the loans. Starting from the opening to the end of the closing the account, the life cycle of a customer relationship, clear, the life cycle of a customer relationship with any bank, it is to be covered by the code of ethics. Clear, it is to be covered by the code of ethics led down by the management of the bank. Clear, led down by the management of the bank in line with the regulatory framework. Business ethics further, that is business ethics basically refers to the honesty, integrity, loyalty, correctness, care, respect for others, respect for law, concern for excellence, leadership, reputation, and the responsibility. Clear? So, what the business ethics refers? This will be the 1 mark question they will ask in the examination. Clear? So, what will be the business ethics? Clear? So, business ethics here refers to the honesty, integrity. Clear? Business ethics refers to the honesty, integrity, loyalty, correctness, care, respect for the others, respect for law, concern for excellence, leadership, reputation, and the responsibility. One thing I will tell you how you are able to remember all this one. No need to remember, just go through these sessions at least 2 to 3 times. you are able to answer the question in the examination. If you are able to go through these points at least 2 to 3 times, just you are able to answer the question in the examination. Clear? But it will be compulsory that at least 2 times you have to go through that. Clear? Because the first time you are not able to remember all the points. So for all the sessions regarding the specific courses, like for the ethics in banking certificate course, or for the foreign exchange for the facilities for individual, it is available on our portal. So interested students can mail on our email ID for the further query. Now move to the further point. Consequences of the unethical behavior can lead to. Clear? If the behavior is not ethical, so what it leads to? Clear? Consequences of the unethical behavior can lead to. First one, affecting the fame and reputation of the bank. Second one, disappearance of the bank. Third one, losing the clients and the business partners. Fourth one, that is wasting the resources to hide the unethical behavior. Okay. First one, that is affecting the fame and the reputation of the bank. Disappearance of the bank. Losing the clients and the business partners. Wasting the resources to hide the unethical behavior. Fifth one, cheating the customers with the unfair practices or the pricing. Dishonest or misleading advertisements or advertising. Okay. Breach the confidentiality of the customers or client. Clear? Breach the confidentiality of the customer or the client. Clear? We have to not the share of the customer basically with the other one. Okay, so in the recent past, it can be observed. Clear? In the recent past, it can be observed that there has been an increasing gap between the customer expectations vis-a-vis the banking services. Clear? In the recent past, it can be observed that there has been an increasing gap between the customer expectations vis-a-vis the banking services. Indian banking, which was administered, clear, Indian banking, which was administered with the social and the development objectives, has transformed into the modern banking in line with the liberalization, privatization, and the globalization. Okay. So Indian banking, which was administered with the social and developmental objectives, has transformed into the modern banking line in line with the liberalization, privatization, and the globalization. Clear? Basically, LPG, this is to be known as the LPG policy, which was launched by the government in the 1991. So post 2008 global financial crisis, regulatory measures helped in regaining the customer's confidence. However, instances of the ethical problems and the dilemmas continues to shake the customer confidence. Clear? However, instances of the ethical problems and the dilemmas. That is dilemmas. Basically, what is the meaning of that? That is not exactly know what we have to do. Clear? That is in simple language we can say that confusion. Okay, so however, instances of the ethical problems and the dilemmas continue to shake the customer confidence. Clear? If anything bad happens to any one customer, so it will lead to the, like we can say that, not earning the confidence very easily. Clear? Again. Okay. Now move to the next point. So ethical dilemma exists in providing the banking services to the customer during the various phases. For instance, opening an account, the KYC norms have been adhered to or not, charging the interest on different products and services, disbursement of the loans and advances as per the process and need of the customer, carrying out due diligence in the credit proposals, monitoring the accounts for the timely repayment and the proper implementation of provisioning norms, etc. Okay? And proper implementation of the provisioning norms, etc. Okay. So ethical dilemma basically exists in providing the banking services to the customers during the various phases. For example, for instance, opening an account, the KYC norms have been adhered to or not, charging the interest on the different products and services, disbursement of the loans and advances as per the process and the need of the customer, carrying out the due diligence in the credit proposals, monitoring the accounts for the timely repayment, and the proper implementation of the provisioning norms. Clear? Monitoring the accounts for the timely repayment and the proper implementation of the provisioning norms. So at every stage, The bank staff should follow the ethical principles. Clear? At every stage, the bank staff basically should follow the ethical principles, notwithstanding any outside or inside pressures. Clear? That is, bank has to follow the ethical principle, notwithstanding any outside or the inside pressures. Staff must refer to the law or the code of ethics or internal guidelines if dilemma exists. Clear? Staff must refer to the law or the code of ethics. Clear? Staff must refer to the law or the code of ethics or internal guidelines if any dilemma exists. One should not misguide or sell the products. Clear? One should not misguide or sell the products which is not in line with the customer need or profile or the risk appetite. Okay. So at every stage, basically, the bank should follow the ethical principles, notwithstanding any outside or inside pressures. Staff must refer to the law, code of ethics, or internal guidelines if any dilemma exists. Clear? If at any point there is basically any chance of the confusion, so they will follow the guidelines. One should not misguide or sell the products which is not in line with the customer's need or profile or the risk appetite. So now, there is one question regarding that. Clear? So consequences of the unethical behavior of the bank basically led to the clear consequences of the unethical behavior basically leads to the option number A, affecting fame and reputation of the bank, disappearance of the bank, losing clients and the business partners. Option number D, that is all of the above. Clear? Option number D, that is all of the above. Clear? So what will be the correct answer? Option number A, that is affecting fame and reputation of the bank, disappearance of the bank, losing clients and the business partner. Option number D, that is all of the above. Clear? So option number D will be the correct answer. That is all of the above to be here. Now move to the next question. Ethical considerations and the managing customer relationship. Clear? Ethical considerations and the managing customer relationship. Clear? So customer relationship in the context of banking involves customer acquisition. Clear? That is, first of all, we have to acquisition the customer orientation. Clear? Customer acquisition, customer orientation, customer education, customer services. Okay. Customer acquisition, customer orientation, customer education, customer service, handling the customers. Along with that, as we are continuously acquiring the customers, we have to also retain the customer retention, customer complaints or grievances, and the public relations as well. Clear? And the public relations as well. Ethical considerations begin with every stage of managing a customer. Clear? Ethical consideration basically begin with every stage of managing a customer. One should not entertain the customers based on their affinity with the caste, religion, or the economic status in the society. Clear? One should not entertain the customers based on their affinity. Clear? Basically, based on their affinity with the caste, religion, or the economic status in the society. So, bank staff, further, that is, bank staff should be trained in such a way. Clear? Banks staff should be trained in such a way that they understand the adverse impact of one dissatisfied customer that can create a negative image for the bank. Clear? That can create a negative image for the bank to be here. So quality and the pricing of the products. Clear? Quality and the pricing of the products. Further, that is, banks provide both products and services to the individual customers as well as to the non-individual customers. That is like the firms, companies, etc. As far as the products are concerned, clear? As far as the products are concerned, these can be divided as the wholesale, international, and the retail banking products. Clear? So as far as the products are to be concerned, so these can be divided as the wholesale, international, and the retail banking products. Wholesale banking here. Wholesale banking basically refers to the bank dealing with the manufacturing and the business enterprises, including the multinational companies, financial institutions, and the public sector undertakings. Clear? So wholesale banking basically refers to the bank dealing with the manufacturing and the business enterprises, including the multinational companies, financial institutions, and the public sector undertakings. In India, this is also known as the commercial banking or the corporate banking. Clear? So kindly remember that basically wholesale banking, it is to be also known as the commercial banking or the corporate banking. And basically, what is the meaning of that? Basically, the banks dealing with the manufacturing and the business enterprises, including the multinational companies, financial institutions, and the public sector undertakings. Further, that is, wholesale banking products include the providing financial assistance in the form of the trade finance, forex, project finance, working capital loans, term loans, derivative products, bill or invoice discounting, and the accepting bulk deposits, etc. Clear? And the accepting bulk deposits. Banks also provide ancillary services like the merchant banking, cash management services, and advisory services. Clear? So banks are also provide ancillary services like the merchant banking, cash management services, and the advisory services to people. In other words, we can say that wholesale banking products include the deposits, insurance, investment, and providing services for the security selling and the purchasing through the demat accounts. Clear? In other words, we can say that the wholesale banking products. Clear? In other words, we can say that the wholesale banking products basically include the deposits, insurance, investment, and providing the services. Clear? Investment and providing the services for the security selling. Clear? Basically for the security selling and purchasing through the demat accounts. Clear? Purchasing through the demat. Next one, that is the retail products. Clear? So retail products basically include both the deposit and the loan products. Clear? So under the retail, deposit, loan. Deposit products are in the nature of the saving bank account, recurring deposit account, current account, term deposit account, zero balance account, and the senior citizen deposit. Retail loan products further, that is, include the home loans to the residents and the non-resident customers, auto loans, consumer loans, personal loans, educational loans, credit cards, lockers, mutual funds, depository and the investment advisory services, payment services, and the insurance products to be here. Clear? So what are the retail loan products? Basically, retail loan products includes the home loans to the residents and the non-resident customers, auto loans, consumer loans, personal loans, educational loans, credit cards, locker, mutual fund, depository and investment advisory services, payment services, and insurance products. One thing I will tell you, basically in the examination, they will tell that which of the following it is to be included in the retail loan. Clear? So at that time, basically, they will include the locker also. Clear? Like in the retail loan, what they will include, like recurring deposit, zero balance account, senior deposit account, or lockers. Clear? So, or auto loans. Clear? So you have to check out that either basically both the correct answer will be correct or individual. Clear? Because in the option they will also give like that D or E correct. Clear? If in the option number D they will give the auto loan, or in the option number E they will give the locker. Clear? So you have to remember basically these points. Clear? Because the content they will ask basically directly from the book, but we have to remember the some basic points to answer the questions correctly. Clear? To answer the question correctly to be here. Now move to the next one. Banks have different distribution channels. Clear? Further, that is, banks have the different distribution channels like the call centers, ATMs, branches, internet banking, self-help kiosks for the printing passbooks or for the depositing cash. Clear? Self-help kiosks for basically what? For the printing passbooks or for the depositing cash to be here. So these are my wholesale banking we have covered, retail banking products we have covered. Okay. So next, last point which we have to cover, that is regarding the codes of BCSBI for the customers and MSCs. Clear? Very, very important. Now let's start discuss regarding that. Clear? So the banking codes and the Standard Board of India. Clear? In the examination, they will also ask what is the full form of BCSBI. B stands for the Banking Codes and Standards Board of India. Was set up as a registered society under the Societies Registration Act 1860. Clear? First question basically, BCSBI. Basically, what is the full form of that? Under which act it was registered? Clear? That is Societies Registration Act 1860. Clear? It was aimed at ensuring the comprehensive code. Clear? It was aimed at ensuring the comprehensive code for fair treatment of the customers and benchmark the banking services. Initially, membership was for the scheduled commercial banks and then expanded to the regional rural banks, urban cooperative banks, and the small finance banks. Clear? Initially, basically, membership was given for the scheduled commercial banks and then expanded to the regional rural banks, urban cooperative banks, and the small finance banks. BCSBI, basically being an autonomous independent body, brought out codes for the individual customers and MSCs. These codes are the voluntary and applicable to the members of the BCSBI only. These codes are designed on the benchmarking with the minimum standards. Clear. These codes are designed based on the benchmarking with the minimum standards that all members need to adhere to and comply. BCSBA basically monitors the implementation through the survey of select banks and customers. There are 133 members as on the 31st March 2018. Clear? How many members basically under that? That is 133 members. So what are the BCI codes for the customer and when it came into existence? The code came into existence on 1st of July 2006 and revised periodically with the view to enhance the transparency, quality of services to the customers with the grievance redressal system. The code provides additional protection to the customers. The code applies to all the products and services. Clear? Further, that is a code applies to all the products and services offered by the bank, like the deposits, payments, demat accounts, currency and foreign exchange services, advances, overdrafts, guarantees, card, and the third-party insurance. The code further provides a better understanding of the process and time required for delivering the banking services. It also aims to achieve the operational excellence. Clear? It also aims to achieve the operational excellence and promote the cordial relationship between the customer and the bank. By increasing the transparency, it makes the customer awareness of the banking services, delivering mechanism, and what he can or she can reasonably expect from the bank staff. Clear? It is also expected to improve the confidence of the customer in the banking system through the proper communication about the banking products and the services. Clear? It is also expected to improve the confidence of the customer in the banking system through proper communication about the banking products and services to be there. For all the sessions regarding that, you can subscribe our YouTube channel, that is Shiksha 360. Okay, now we have discussed the codes. Now, what are the important commitments under the code include? What are the important commitments? First one, that is to promote the fair and reasonable dealings with all the customers while providing various services in line with the bank's procedure and the policies from the time to time. Second one, that is to provide the information of the banking products and services. Clear? To provide the information of the banking products and services and their terms and conditions. Clear? And their terms and conditions, ensuring clear and not misleading information about the products and services in Hindi, English, or local language as applicable. Clear? The second one, that is to provide the information of the banking products and the services and their terms and conditions, ensuring the clear and not misleading information. Clear? Ensuring the clear and not misleading information about the products and services in Hindi, English, or any local language has to be applicable. Third one, to communicate the information about the customer accounts. Clear? To communicate the information about the customer accounts through the regular updates using the various channels. Clear? To communicate the information basically about the customer accounts through the regular updates. Clear? Through the regular updates using the various channels. Fourth one, to provide do not call the registry. Clear? To provide do not call registry. To inform the customers basically about the interest rates and changes in the interest rates. To provide a tariff on the various services and the changes in the tariff from time to time. Clear? To provide tariff. Clear? Like what are the charges? Clear? Basically to provide tariff on various services and the changes in the tariff from the time to time. So all these things we have to be tell to the customer. Last one, that is code of the bank's commitment to the micro and small enterprises. Clear? What we have discussed, that is to the individuals or to the customers. And now we have to code of bank's commitment to the micro and small enterprises, that is MSE. So micro and small enterprises play a significant role as a client for all the banks, including the scheduled, private, or the joint sector banks. MSMED Act of 2006 provided protection to the MSEs in the terms of the dealing with the banks. Clear? Provided protection to the MSEs in terms of dealing with the banks for their financial needs. Code of Banks commitment to the MSEs has been brought out to set the minimum standards of the banking practice. Clear? Has been brought out to set the minimum standards of the banking practices while dealing with the bank. This code provides detailed description of the processes and explains how to deal with the MSE customer in day-to-day operation and also in the times of the difficulty. Further, that is, this code covers micro and the small enterprises as defined by the MSME Act 2006 that are involved in the manufacturing processing. Clear? Basically, what they will cover? That are involved in the manufacturing, processing, production, or providing the service. Clear? Manufacturing, production, processing, or providing the services. The products and services offered by the bank include loans, credits, discounting, credit facility, overdraft, check, bill purchase or discounting. Clear? Check, bill purchase or discounting, letter of credit, non-fund based guarantees, foreign exchange services, third party insurance services, factoring services, or the merchant services. Clear? All the services are to be included also that are provided to the micro and small enterprises. Clear? So kindly remember all these points. I will repeat once. That is, what are the products and services offered by the bank include loans, credit, discounting, credit facility, overdraft, check, and the bill purchase or discounting, letter of credit, non-fund based guarantees, foreign exchange services, third party insurance services, factoring services, merchant services, etc. All are to be included under that. Now we have to be discuss some of the questions regarding that. So which of the following is an unethical behavior of an employee? Clear? Basically, which of the thing basically it is an unethical behavior of an employee? First one, that is the honesty. It is the ethical. Integrity, it is also the ethical. False promises. Clear? False promises, basically it is an unethical. Clear? It is to be an unethical. So option number C will be the answer here. Now move to the next question. As per the bank code of ethics for the customer, they should not be discriminated based on the affinity based the caste, religion, economic status in the society. Clear? All of the above. Clear? They should not be discriminated basically on all the above three factors, that is affinity with the caste, religion, economic status in the society. So option number D will be the answer here. Now move to the last question. So bank's commitment to the MSC is related to the provide easy access to the credit through the various banking services efficiently, ensure quick response to the MSC banking needs, foster confidence in the banking system, or option number D, that is all of the above. That's option number D will be the correct answer. Okay. All the points are to be easy. Basically, when all these points are to be easy, basically when you have gone through the theory very well. Clear? So this leads to the chapter number 6, part 1 completion. So I request to all of you kindly go through that the video once again, and I will provide you the slides and some of the MCQs in the group for the practice purpose also. Clear? So thanks to all of you for joining this discussion.